Please, the mind is the most important component of a human whatever. Without the mind, the body cannot do anything. You take the mind, the body will collapse. And which is what all of these elements are doing. They've done hijack the minds of the youth. How do you do so? Burna Boy lie say never collect money from politicians.
Okay, the one where Portable talk. The one where Portable talk. Anybody?
That's another liar. What do you mean? If this society were to be a knowledge-driven society, a knowledge society will say knowledge now they drive them, a Portable would be irrelevant. This Odumudu song, I have never listened. I've never heard a music as ignorant and highly celebrated as that. If this society were to be a knowledge-driven society,
what's the song?
That man, the one he sang about. If a woman doesn't fuck, if a woman doesn't suck, how is she going to make a living? I mean, what an embarrassment to the entirety of African womanhood. So you reduce our women to chickens. As a celebrity, your purpose for this society, not to articulate the social realities and conditions of your people. That as an artist, you cannot sit on the fence when society is crumbling. You cannot. If you sit on the fence, you are betraying the cause.
Do you think that celebrities owe it as a duty to their fans or the citizens at large to speak up on issues that affect them directly?
I believe strongly in that. Why? Because when you go back to the etymology of celebrity, now, long Latin word, salatra, we talk about fame, fame, and from that angle alone, you can understand, say, no individual gets fame independently from the society. The society gives it onto you on the basis of what you have done, on the basis of your specialities, on the basis of, some rare attributes in you. But essentially, now, the society now will give you that medal. As an individual, you cannot just jump from the sky and say that you are not famous. And that's why for traditional African society, the terminology, the concept that we understand as celebrity today once existed for thousands of years. This is why individuals that invested in their hearts. They come to us as storytellers, as composers, as folk laws, tellers and all of these things. These are specialists. These are people who really create our heart word. But you understand that at the base of their emergence, now the people support. Specifically for Yoruba society, for an instance, how you go emerge as an important person for the palace if you not articulate, the daily activities of members of the society, not be even the daily activities of the kings or the nobles. In Yoruba traditional society, as far as say you be get the way that they call them for palace, you are just to articulate what people they go through to the hearings of the nobles.
So that they will know.
So that they go know what they sup. So, what that means is that your ultimate responsibility and mandate and duty belongs to the people. But understandably, we are living in a different society, really, a very backward society. A society where everyone today that had attained the height of celebrity, quote and unquote, sees themselves, as an estranged member of the society that produced them, which is nothing but an illusion, And that is why we cannot but say to these people that are moving here and there, saying that they owe the Nigerian people nothing, by contributing their quota to the, to the struggle that mass of our people are waging right now. We must tell them that they are nothing but, ignorant elements. Because you can only be ignorant when you are not serving your purpose. As a celebrity, your purpose for this society, not to articulate the social realities and conditions of your people. And in Asimo Tokam, the great African-American singer, that as an artist, you cannot sit on the fence, when society is crumbling. You cannot. If you sit on the fence, you are betraying the cause, that propelled you. So that is why for me, all of these so-called celebrities and all of that, we must put it to them that they hold this society an extreme and important responsibility, which is that they must join the conversation, not partly. Because the society made you who you are. Of course, we understand the fact that today, not the society, not the people really, the mass media since the 1980s, takes on the baton of now making people famous, not really the people themselves, because you must understand the changing dynamics. As it talk for traditional African society, not the people. But today, it's not so anymore. Any individual can just become famous as far as you have the money, you have the wherewithal. Now it's about the capital. Capital accumulation now translates into fame. That's what it is right now. Understanding or identifying this fact must then now push us to the point at which you now identify these celebrities that we know, say, Nigerians, 100% don't come from the people, but that, mandate, that office where you now occupy, demand from you now to articulate the realities and the conditions of our people. And that's why if someone like me, I know they happy about, the pronouncement of Burna Boy recently, saying that the Nigerian people shouldn't expect him to say a word, that it doesn't hold the mass of our people, the youth, anything. It is just extremely, it's a show of, firstly, it's a show of, insensitivity. You are obtuse to the office where you occupy, in the sense that if you call yourself, African giant and all of these things, that alone, because now appellation, we say we must understand its history. It's antecedents. Some of the terminologies where they use for this society, many of us, we really do not know where they get them from this. But the point is that you call yourself a giant of Africa and what have you. Individuals, the likes of the fella in the 80s, in the 70s as well, they had a long trail of generation musicians that also consider themselves as giants. They might not move alongside and say, but they also lived to those wordings. They were able to practicalize what they were saying, so that for him to understand that it is extremely wrong for him to come out publicly that he owes no Nigerian anything by not participating or by not saying anything with respect to the current struggle the mass of our people are waging. We must say to him that it's a fat lie. And he has clearly chosen a position merely by that statement. And what position is that? Corporate position, the position of members of the ruling class, the position of those that have made life difficult for the mass of our people in this society. He even went to the extent of saying that he hasn't collected a dime from members of the political class in this society. That is nothing but a show of ignorance, in the sense that we all know that as far as you are a mainstream artist in this society today, you must have directly or indirectly a relationship with members of the political class. In fact, towards your emergence, you must have had handshake. You must have had. You must have. You must have. Passed through their corridors, whether you like it or not. If you not pass through their, radio stations, you go pass through their TV stations, you go pass through their online, what have you. And recently, as a matter of fact, after in Grammy, whatever, this man was in what's it be name? River State to collect award. To collect award from the same wicked way the mass of our people today seems to be, they're just a naked arm up and down on the basis of how backward he is as an individual. So the point I'm making is that Burna Boy now cannot come out publicly to say that he hasn't collected a dime from members of the political class in this society. Because we all know, for some of us, that behind his rise to stardom and his continuous existence as a star in this society, the entirety of all of these things are being subsidized by members of the political. There's a paternal relationship between our so-called artists in this society and members of the political class.
You talk something, say every celebrity, you using Burna Boy, the African giant, as a case study right now, is a product. You are made a celebrity from the society, and by extension, anything that affects the society should affect you. And then you give an example of the old times where you, that is made by the people, you are the one that translates everything that happens in the
you relay their situation.
You relay their situation.
Exactly. The palace courtyard.
Which means there is no you without the people. Absolutely. Your job is the people. But the thing is, these same people over the years, now then don't they decide who they want to listen to and who they don't want to listen to, regardless of the fact that you're popular or not.
That's the fans.
The fans itself. Now, you mentioned something also. Don't you also think that this age that we are, anybody can be popular? Because of advent of social media, anybody can be made a celebrity. Just mess. Oh, he has the way he mess. It's so funny. You are a celebrity. He has the way he shakes his bum bum. He's a celebrity. Now, Regina Daniels did a video. When the end governor stuff was on, to, join in the whole thing. And then these same people kept, shut up your mouth. Go and stay with your grandpa. Go and do this. The comments were sick. Now, if that is done to Regina Daniels, why would you expect another person that is a celebrity to come out and say it? Now, she not even did another second video where they tell her to say, you are, you get what 2 words where she used, say you are privileged. And some say, yes, I'm privileged. Yes, I'm this one. But I am speaking for my cooks. I'm speaking for my drivers. I'm speaking for this one. And Nigerians still say, not be your fault. Not be your fault. Who are you? Shut up there. To the point where these same people, see, sometimes I don't go blame celebrities, my brother. You know why? Because in the same match, they go take hail you. Not that same match, they go take run you down. Because the thing that you see constantly is, this one's a celebrity. Yeah, British. And why do you not expect them to now come outside and support? Take it or leave it. The fans, where they shout, where they cry, and then they pay you salary.
No be lie.
That's the truth.
No be lie.
Yes. Yes.
Do they really pay your salary?
They do.
Okay.
They
Then
do.
subscribe.
The fans pay you salary.
They do. They feed you.
They feed you. No, let's be honest. If fans did not buy what you're doing, what you're selling, hunger will kill you. One person has to love what you're doing before another person love what you're doing, before another person love what you're doing, before another person love. Wilmot will sit down here. If somebody didn't think Wilmot was funny, he won't sell. Now,
But Wilmot is funny now.
no, but I know about.
You are not funny until we acknowledge that you're funny.
Acknowledge that you're funny. There are some people that are not funny, but social media has made them funny. But later now, others will constantly sit down and say, "But we don't check this thing. Yeah, this person is not really, And when they don't talk that thing, that's all. So, truth to what he's saying, if you are tagged a celebrity, the people's pain should be your pain. Because if the people are happy, you are happy. If the people are not happy, why you think say during protest that end badness? Sorry,
End bad governance. End bad governance.
End bad governance.
Not all our slogan to
Sorry. Okay, if they not they pay our salary, if the people don't pay celebrity salary, I'm not saying I'm just a normal human being. If they don't pay celebrity salary, they're not they born you where post skits during that and bad governance.
Even artists then postpone their album.
They postpone album release.
Thames postpone.
Thames did that.
They postpone because now the
Jay
people.
when I get my drop in and they fire them, they attack them.
I say I post one skit like that. Skit where I ask Soko say your husband, if your husband do this, if your wife and your mother are drowning. See comment section. Why will you post this kind of thing when the country is in turmoil? Can you not post protest related skits?
You understand? So over to you. The same question.
The most important thing is to whom much is given,
Much is
is expected. And the truth is, nobody planned to be celebrity. Nobody planned to be an activist. In fact, every Nigerian is an activist. The world, if you check the history of the world and every revolution, celebrities were not really the pioneers of most revolutions that happen in the world. Sometimes it's the ordinary man. Sometimes it's just one person speaking. Now, when all of us open Facebook, and I remember in those days, Facebook will ask you what's on your mind.
Yeah.
And pictures never there.
Yeah.
Now, do you know how you get followers and friends? Well, because you said something on your mind that resonates with
Another
somebody
person.
else, and the person will follow you. The person will become your friend. And that is how entertainers also. So we have a lot of activists using their platform. Shakespeare, for example, was an activist. He wrote books to question the government, to political books. Hamlet. If you are a good literature student, you remember the story of Hamlet trying to use political satire to question the government in power. Julius Caesar and several, even when we come back to Africa, we have the likes of Chinua Achebe, Wole Soyinka, J.P. Clark, Senghor of Senegal. These people, they use their art to write what is in their mind. It was the same thing other people were saying, but these guys are writers and they have the ability to publish. So people buy their books. People read these books become bestsellers because the books are resonating with the heart of everybody. So what I expect is, what happens in Nigeria is, if you are a musician, I don't expect you, for you to be a phase of now coming out to say you want to protest, even after singing, protesting in your songs and questioning authorities or social vices. I don't know if you get.
Yes.
You've done so much. I'll clap for you. But the people fail to understand that not everybody can be a phase. Burna Boy did a song. Burna Boy did a song. Monsters You Made Us. That song was a soul searching song. For the politicians, I swear, that the society we are seeing today. So if Burna Boy decide to say, okay, after I've done this, there's no need of me coming out again. I want to keep using my music to send the message. The people shouldn't go about attacking that person. Because at the end of the day, he has spoken, he has done his own bit. He can't do it all. In fact, when you do it all, you will die before every other person and the world will move on.
True.
Fela did it all. And today we don't have him. Though his legacy lives on. But some people, everybody's fulfillment can't be the same as Fela. I don't know if you understand my point. So at the end of the day, every one of us, whether you are a teacher, you have a voice. No matter how small you are using to whatever. So the only thing that happens is that because celebrities, so many people have been following you for what they love about you for a long period of time. And the truth is, now they now expect you to do so many things for them, things they are supposed to do on their own. I want to say, like the end governance protest, I want to ask, a lot of things have been happening in the north. Have you seen any northern celebrity at the forefront?
No.
I've never seen the popular northern guys at the forefront, but the protest is still going on as we are speaking, meaning that it is not the Burna Boy or the Davidos and Wizkid that will change the narrative. So whether they accept, whether they come out or not, you don't even have to come and point fingers at them. At that point, they've been able to give you the best they could give. Posterity will judge them. When they leave, records will be on ground. What did you talk about? What did you sing about? What did you write about? What did you act? And let me tell you something. Yes, when people legacies is not even because of your music. There are several musicians that were at the time of Fela, but they are gone. They probably sold records like Fela too. But do you remember them?
Nope.
But when you remember Fela, it is not even his records you remember. You remember the things he said in his record. So, meaning that those guys could not be remembered because the things they said in their records were momentary. Today, we are singing Africa China songs as if he sang it last week.
Something from 20 years ago.
Yeah, you see? Today, some Two Faces lyrics.
Idris Abdul Karim, Jaga Jaga.
There were other people that were singing that time. Abi?
We don't forget them.
We don't even remember them.
I like the fact that we have established the fact that, you cannot downplay the influence of the celebrity.
Yeah.
The person has influence. And I also like the fact that you have said that if we are all dealing with the challenge, it's our responsibility. Now, what then will now happen to choice? For example, like you have said, if you look at music artists in Nigeria and how they express themselves with respect to maybe government and governance, somebody like Big Bird, Seun Kuti stands out because, you can tell from the depth, from the intelligence. But if you compare, for example, the followers when Seun gets to the followers when some maybe other pop artists get, you go the one that say, if Seun they do live every day, they talk about these things, why plenty people know they follow him, but then follow another person? You understand? When we talk about choice, are you going to blame the celebrity for not maybe coming out and leading from the front or speaking up? If the person decides that, for example, see Seun, see Portable, now Portable I won't go follow. I don't want follow Seun. Then Portable can't do video where he say, now lazy and poor people, they protest. Meanwhile, Seun, they do live every day. They talk this, they talk that, they talk that. You can't they vex. If you have the choice, and you have decided to go for A and leave option B, why are you now blaming the celebrity?
Well, not like this. I could disagree with some of the positions where my brother take.
Please feel free.
Firstly, I really don't think that we can, allow these people to exist without we not pointing out their errors. As you have pointed out, maybe some person won't make this society change after they don't die. Someone like us, we know they like that. We won't make this society change while we are very much around. You understand? And everybody has got to, seriously contribute their quota into it. And I really don't think that a part-time attitude of doing. Do you know the access this mass of people? I mean, these people have. Do you know they have access to? Mind.
Okay.
So the point I'm making is
I want to
that
say something.
if they have access to these minds,
Yeah.
we're talking about human minds. Are you get what I'm saying? And now they are giving them false consciousness. They are giving them false hopes. And I really do not think that we shouldn't emphasize the fact that your music has got to be in tandem with the realities and conditions of our people. We must continuously ask for such, and beyond asking for such, you must also blend your thoughts with actions. Very, very germane. Else you will be an hypocrite. So the point I'm making is that today's celebrities, they are there essentially because there is a mandate. And what mandate do they have? To spread false consciousness, particularly the musical artists, the conventional ones that we have today are doing that so well in the sense that listen to their lyrics. They tend to give our youth, false hopes that tomorrow will be better. You just have to, also, you cannot be like me, chase money. Materialism, that's what they preach. That's what they sing about. They sing about the objectification of the body of our women. The commercialization of our women in their musical videos play no important roles other than to check their bottoms and the breasts out there and all. Whereas in traditional African society, a woman is beyond all of those displays. So the point we are making is that for someone like me, I'm interested in a better society.
Somebody would say, this guy just the para because he never reached the level of Burna Boy. He never reached the level of Davido. He never reached the level of Wizkid. Because if he don't reach the level of the way we say, then they busy 2-4. He not good. They talk this thing.
I go. Let me just quick answer you. I'm a musician. I play afrobeats music.
I know. Hence my question.
Beyond, before this material point in time, personally, I've seen ways at which I could propagate my music and. Like as I tell you, talk, blow. But you see, for some of us, we understand the powerfulness of music. I did not come into music because I'm interested in money. But a greater chunk of, these elements that our people follow here and there, I have no respect for the God of music. I have no respect, for music itself. They came into music essentially because they're in search of money, wealth and fame, disputing the main thing about music. In traditional African society, music is to tell a story. It is to impart knowledge, essentially. Because through music is a knowledge producing force. But these elements have destroyed that tendency so much so that youth now think about the music industry as a way, as a place wherein they go in there only just to make money. It's about materialism. That's why they sing about monies every night. If you don't have money, don't come here. What an ignorant statement coming out from, making it look as if human beings exist only for money. So the point I'm making is that these artists exist for a mandate. Let us understand that fact. Okay. And the mandate upon which they exist is to further, destabilize the minds and the consciousness of our people. The musicians you are talking about are just like the pastors and the imams. They are hope peddlers. The musicians, yes, that's what they do. The pastors and the imams. Tomorrow will be better. They are like drug peddlers. But in this instance, they are not dealing with drugs now. They are dealing with hopes that tomorrow will be better. Don't fight your pastor. Don't fight your government. Miracle will become. It's the same thing these musicians are doing.
Nigerians, we need to wake up. See, we need to begin to take actions. And we can't just continue talking like this, because what I have observed is we just talk. After 3 or 4 days, the matter dies down. No, what we should do now is seize the opportunity of the Freedom of Information Act and begin to ask questions. we need to start writing petitions. Because without petitions, these security agencies, anti-graft agencies, they will pretend as if they don't know what's going on. And in fact, I won't blame them, because as far as the NNPC is concerned, it's only what they tell EFCC that EFCC can know. It's only what they even tell Tinubu that Tinubu can know. He can know more if he's savvy enough. But because of his age, I am very certain that Mele Kyari and his cohorts at the NNPC are giving Tinubu the runaround. But what does he care? So far as he gets his billions. So it is up to us to come together and begin to use Freedom of Information Act to request for information and begin to use petitions. We need to begin to write petitions. I'm drafting one. When I am done with it, I'm going to present it. So the petition will not be coming from one person. When it's coming from one person, it's easy for them to target that person, either by bribing the person or by taking the person out. But if it's coming from many people, then it's difficult. That's blockchain technology. It's difficult for them to take the person out or take any person out or even bribe any person. So for security reasons, the petitions, the Freedom of Information Act, all of these things must be coming from different people. We must all take action together. And of course, we need to change all of these leaders. If you have not joined us, we need to create a political party with clearly stated ideologies. I did a video about the ideologies. It's on this channel, it's on this platform. Watch it. And then we need to come together to form that new political party. All you need is just click a link. That's all. Nobody's asking you for any money. So that together we can change this country. Enough of all this rubbish.